Believe it or not, the puppy's not doing anything wrong. It's all you. Hey guys, it's your girl Cece. I am See My Curls. And we have Noodle, the doodle here. This is my almost 6-month-old F1B Golden Doodle. He's my mom's dog, but I take a lot of care of him, so he's the family dog, so he's my dog. But Mr. Noodle is almost 5 months old, and it's been crazy, but I love him to death. He makes my days brighter. He is such a sweetie. He loves to cuddle. His personality is coming out more, so I just wanted to make this video for all people who are thinking about adopting a puppy right now, because they're a lot of work. Like, I was excited about the whole puppy thing. I thought it was gonna be cute, you know, easy to do. Here's your chewer. Want choo choo? Come on, there you go. Yeah, I thought it was going to be easy, but it's hard. So I came up with a list of things that you should think about and that you should for sure know about before you commit to buying a puppy, because they are an investment of not only money, but a lot of time and patience and everything, and your sleep, most importantly. So make sure you subscribe, you like this video. We're gonna go ahead and get right into it. I have all of my tips right here next to me on my computer, so if you guys see me looking over here, that is what I'm looking at. So tip number 1, be prepared for them not to like their bed. My dog to this day does not sleep in a bed. He is crate trained, so he usually sleeps in his crate. He has a bed, but it's one of those platform beds. He loves that bed. He's starting to lounge in it more. He lounges when he sees me lounging in the family room upstairs, but for the most part, he still doesn't sleep in a bed. He'll fall asleep on the floor or in his crate before he falls asleep in a bed. He usually just humps beds, so he's a little nasty boy. My next tip is make sure, and this is a test of every single day, but prepare yourself for a lot of patience. Puppies are a lot of work. He literally needs 24/7 supervision if he's out of his crate. You have to keep him entertained. Like right now, I'm hoping he doesn't jump off my lap because he's looking at other stuff. You have to keep them hi puppy, hi big boy. You have to keep them entertained. You have to keep them from getting into places. You have to keep up with their energy, because puppies have a lot of energy their first year of life. All they want to do is just play and run, play and run. You don't really get a lot of cuddle moments until they start getting older, like how he is now. You want to choo-choo? No? So yeah, I would just say prepare yourself, because there are going to be a lot of sleepless nights. When we first got him, he couldn't sleep through the night. So we had to take him out at 12 o'clock, at 2 o'clock, all right, baby, you better go in your crate then. 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. But yeah, and even now he wants to go play, and I'm trying to get stuff done. So that's what I mean, you have to be patient. You have to understand they're very impulsive at these young ages. All right, you okay? You want your choo-choo? So you just have to be prepared for moments like that. And you have to try not to yell at them even though you're frustrated, because that's the key to patience, staying calm. I'm gonna go put him down and I'll be right back. See? All right, sorry about that. Yeah, he's gone now. Well, he's not gone. He's right over here in his crate. So yeah, lots of patience. Like what I just did with him, you can't get frustrated that he doesn't want to sit still. His attention span's this big. So you just gotta be chill. You gotta go with the flow, and it's hard. It's really hard, because I be tired, I be hurting, but he's cute. So it always makes it worth it in the long run. Another thing that I did not know, and I especially had to get used to this when he first came, was how much they sleep. Puppies need about, when they first come, when they're about 6 to 8 weeks, if you're getting your puppy that new, they're gonna probably sleep about 20 hours a day. Now Noodle sleeps about maybe 18 hours a day, but he still requires a lot of naps. Puppies do fight their sleep. They will not put themselves to sleep unless they're in, I'd say adoption day, Noodle was very tired, and so he slept in all of our laps, but he grew out of that in less than a week. He stopped doing that completely, and he was just high energy all the time. He would sleep in his playpen or in his crate, But other than that, he does not sleep in beds, like I said. So you have to give them that crate time if you are crate training. If you're not crate training, just making sure that you give them alone time to calm down. When you're first starting off, you want to do about 2 hours, but you want to monitor them too to make sure that they don't pee. Make sure you make sure you take them outside. You about to be this rude? I'm over here trying to record and you scratching. But yeah, make sure that you take them outside before you put them to bed, always, especially when they're learning how to control their bladder. All right, next step. Buy a playpen or buy a crate. Buy something that is going to be their space, so that, like what I'm doing right now, I can't hold him right now. He can't be in the area wandering right now. So he has, I'm so sorry, he's loud. He's really getting on my nerves right now. But he has his own little area where I know he can't get into too much trouble, even though he's making a lot of noise. But I know he's chilling. He's not messing up anything that didn't give to him that he can't have, you know? So I say make sure you have a playpen or a crate, because you're gonna need those breaks, you're gonna need time to walk away. If you have to leave the house and you live by yourself, you're gonna obviously need somewhere to put them, because don't trust them in the house while they're babies. That's just a setup for failure. So back to that, they do require 24-hour supervision. So that's my next tip. You need to make sure that you understand that. This is not no joke. I suggest if you have a pretty busy life and you don't have anybody living with you that's gonna help you, get a really small dog, like get a Cavapoo, get a Yorkie, get something that's going to be kind of like something that's meant to be indoors, especially if you're either away from work, like you have to go drive out, or if you have to work from home. Like you just need something that's going to be a lot more fit with your flow, because he is going to need, or she will need, your full undivided attention for a lot of the time. And the thing with my dog, he's big, or he's getting bigger. So playpens don't really hold him anymore. He requires 24/7 attention. I've never left him alone before. My mom's never left him alone before. He's not ready for that. He has too much energy, too much curiosity. He's half retriever. Retrievers have a very curious mentality. So he's always getting into something. So it's just best that you are always keeping an eye on them, especially when they're not in their playpen, because you don't want them getting into wires. You don't want them getting into food that's not good for them. You don't want them eating house plants that can poison them. That's a huge thing. So you always want to have an eye on them. You want to make sure they're not chewing anything they can choke on. Like they're little babies, guys. Okay, so my next tip goes for teething, because biting is going to be your #1 issue until all his adult teeth come in. So you want to make sure you have a bunch of different textured toys so that they can fix their chew on whatever type of thing they're wanting to chew, especially if you notice your puppy chewing furniture, or if you have furniture that you don't want your puppy chewing. Make sure you get them a puppy Bone that's nice and hard, and then get them also a plush squeak toy. And then I also have a kind of like grippy ball toy for him. I just have a bunch of different textures for him to give him. If I see him chewing on my chair's bottom leg, which is metal, I'll give him the Bone, because that's also kind of hard. And especially now that he's actively teething, like he's losing teeth. I actually have 2 of his teeth. So like he's losing teeth right now, so his biting is a lot more intense for him. So he definitely needs things to chew on. That's what he's doing right now. He's chewing on some cardboard. And I'm watching him, because I'm just like, do not eat that cardboard. You can chew on it, but don't eat it. So yeah, you just want to give them stuff that's going to help satisfy that chew, because that chew is honestly going to be like their purpose in life, to finish their chew until all those teeth are gone. I'm looking forward to the ending of teething. It's crazy, like, ugh. Okay, so the next tip, and this is when money is involved, you're going to go through a lot of treats, like a lot. This guy probably goes through, if not 1 full bag of treats a week, depending on the brand. It could be 2 bags, but I'd say he doesn't go more than 1 bag a week. And we make sure that we have a bunch of different treats so that we can alternate, so that we're not always low. He eats Cheerios. Cheerios is going to be a very easy treat that you can give your dog. Low calorie, easy to find. They last a long time. So he had a bag of Cheerios. We also treated him with his kibble, but sometimes that's not really fixing his taste. He's like, nah, I did something good. I need something better than just this kibble. There are these peanut butter treats that I like to get him. I think they're like called Ben's Buddies. I'll try to remember to link everything down below. If not, but please feel free to ask me questions. I will definitely reply to the comments if I do not leave anything in my description box. what other treats to use. He likes Baby Blues. I'm over here looking at him, like trying to remember. But yeah, lots of treats, because you are going to be doing a lot of training during this time to make sure that he's learning how to act in the house, and treats help motivate them. My dog is highly treat motivated. He loves food, he loves it. So we go through, like I said, about a bag full of treats a week. And he's also a medium to larger. He's 24 pounds right now. The doctor's thinking he's gonna be almost 50. So that's why I said, like, he's on the larger scale. He's not a full large dog, but he's definitely not miniature. So their appetite, the bigger they are, the more treats they're gonna need. So just keep that in mind. So back to the training with the treats, you wanna make sure that you are training your puppy. Don't be afraid to invest in a trainer. Our trainer, we are doing a virtual trainer. We're about to look for some in-person classes too, now that he's getting bigger. But we do a virtual trainer. We do Baxter and Bella. It's this lady in the mountains. She's real cute, like, and she has great techniques for the dog. All of her techniques honestly have worked with Noodle, but we just have problems keeping up with it. There are 6 people in my house, so not everybody's training him the same way, so he gets confused. So, but you definitely want to, like, make sure he knows how to sit, he knows how to get down, he needs to know the word no. Right now he's really good at drop it. So if he has something that he's not supposed to have outside, I'll hold a treat, I'll be like, drop it, and he'll drop it, and then he'll eat the treat. So these are good things that you want your dog to be in habit of, because then they're picking up, oh, is this how I'm supposed to behave? So yeah, you definitely want to invest in training, else you're just gonna have a crazy puppy most of the time, and you don't want that. And also, training is going to help you understand how puppies think, because believe it or not, the puppy's not doing anything wrong. It's all you. If the puppy's acting up, I'm sorry, it's all you. You can't blame a baby for crying, just like you can't blame my teething puppy for chewing. His mouth hurts, you know? So you just have to understand, you have to learn about them, because they're gonna be a part of your family, and you wanna make sure that you are taking care of them to the best of your ability. So number 9, and this goes for, I don't know if it's something in all breeds, it's definitely in doodles and smaller breeds, but separation anxiety is a real thing. So if you have a schedule where you are out the house a lot and you live by yourself, I would say don't get a puppy right now, because you're just going, unless you train them at a young age, puppies are meant to be all up under you all the time. Dogs want to be around their person all the time. So you want to make sure that you're able to give them that attention, especially during, I believe it's called the imprinting months, when it's very vital for them to be around their humans so that they know who's taking care of them, who to look up as their mother per se. So, and my dog's also been dealing with separation anxiety because he's very attached to me, because he's with me majority of the days during the week. So especially since because he's just getting over, he looks so silly. He's just getting over a stomach bug. So he was very clingy during that stomach bug. He was upset if I would leave him upstairs in my parents' room, because he has a crate up there, because that's where he sleeps. He was very clingy. So you want to try to start treating them, like separating things from them as soon as possible. If you're able to crate him in a different room from you during the day, not at night, not right away at night, I'd say. We had to work Noodle away from my mom's bed when he first came home. But during the day, they should be okay with being in the crate by themselves. Now, I'm not saying expect this with their first 2 weeks home. They're gonna be very clingy their first 2 weeks home, because they're trying to get used to you. But if it's been a month or 2, you can try to start walking away during their crate time so they can get used to just being by themselves. And also make sure you put them in a quiet area during this time, because if they hear you talking in the kitchen, they're gonna be like, well, why can't I play with them? And that's just gonna upset them. So that's just really something you need to keep in mind, because separation anxiety will affect their behavior. I've had 2 dogs now, and my first dog definitely had anxiety. We had to give him medicine. He was very attached to my mother. He would get very upset. He'd get himself worked up all the time. He would cry until she got home. Like, it was a lot. Thankfully, Noodle's not as intense, but he does show some signs sometimes, so I just try to cater to him. If you do notice that your puppy is crying more than usual when you are away, just go sit in the room with them. You don't have to get them out and play with them if you're trying to get stuff done. But if you're able to do the stuff around them, like what I'm doing right now, he can see me, but I'm not paying him any attention. I'm just doing what I gotta do. That's gonna make them happy. It's gonna make them know that you didn't leave them, you didn't abandon them. That's the feelings that you don't want them to feel. So last tip, walking your dog is not going to be easy at first. Puppies are not leash trained when they first come to you. They are not. They're going to bite at that leash. They're going to try to eat the leash. They're going to try to snatch the leash out of your hands. They're going to try to break free. They don't know what a leash is. So that's why I said, like, from the jump, always make sure, or not always, but make sure you are investing in training, because the trainer is going to give you tips on how to leash train your dog. Leash training is still going on with my puppy. He still acts a fool on his walks, but he has to go for walks because he is such an active dog. And if he doesn't get that energy out, he acts a daggone fool. So we're working on his leash training, but it's an ongoing struggle. Make sure you have a good harness. I suggest do not getting a super long leash. Don't get one of those retractable ones. You want to teach them how to walk next to you, so you just want like a standard, like, I don't know, like maybe like 5 foot, 6 foot leash. I don't know, definitely not no 12 footer though. So yeah, those are all my tips. I would bring him out, but he's calming down so nicely, so I'm gonna leave him alone. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my crazy puppy. These are just tips that I want people to watch before they get a puppy, because it's not fair when you did not do the proper research for buying a puppy and preparing yourself for a puppy, and once you get them, you want to send them back because you realize how much work there is. That is not fair to the dog. And I just want people to realize, like, this isn't just something that you can just slide into, like, yeah, I'm gonna get a dog. Like, no, it's a child. That is it for this video. So don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know if you guys like these videos that I'm doing about dogs. I know I wasn't originally trying to be like a dog channel person. I don't think I am, but I do like lifestyle stuff, and he's part of my life right now. So yeah, I hope you guys liked it. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye guys.